Hey, welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So today's reading is our daily reading. So we're just going to take a look at current situation and the energies around that. It is, I guess it's Wednesday. I'm confused. I literally forgot for a second there, but it is Wednesday. So I'm going to use the Runic Tarot today. So I'm going to give it a couple shuffles, guys, and then we'll get started here. What do we need to know? What do we need to know today, please? Okay, let's do this. Current situation. Four of Pentacles. Present influence. Empress. Okay, future influence. Hangman. What we don't see. Four of Swords. Okay, and what to watch for. Two of Swords. Unexpected. Five of Swords. Challenge. Queen of Wands. Strength. Sun. Where does this lead? Four of Cups after that, please. Justice. Okay. Advice. Queen of Swords. I did a reading yesterday with Queen of Swords as advice. Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like this is about choices because of this card, basically. But we do have, what to look for is a decision. The Hangman, that always that a lot of times will represent, thinking about those choices that we have and what we need to do about them. And then the Four of Pentacles is holding on to something. There is something. There's something that feels very interesting to me about this, but I feel like. So I also have like Justice, but in the unexpected is the Five of Swords. So I feel like this can be a little bit of a fight. Keep in mind when I say fight, leave that pretty broad. It's not like a duke. We're going to duke it out. We're going to fight up here. Definitely. Okay, so Four of Pentacles is the current situation. I feel like she's looking at this fire. And so the Four of Pentacles is about holding on. That's the average reading is holding on to something, whether it's too tightly or whether it's a good thing, saving your money, saving your things, and you have a reserve, basically. But I'm looking at this completely different. She understands what she has and what she needs to keep. But as she's watching this ship burn, I feel like she's not sure whether to put out the flame or not. Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting like some interesting messages here today. So let me know if this resonates because I'm getting a lot. She's like, here, I have all this stuff. And I almost feel like, is it really burning or does she think it's burning? And I'm not sure where I'm getting that. But as she's watching it burn, I feel like she needs to decide what to do. How do I handle this? What do I do? So we have the Empress is in the current or the present influence. So there is a feeling, again, I'm going to go back to the situation where you may be feeling like you need to take care of something, but you're just watching it burn. and you're not taking action, you want to hold on to it, but you don't. It's like this really interesting energy I'm getting. But with that energy of the Empress, I think that's what's keeping you from. You feel like you need to nurture this for some reason, whatever this situation is that's burning, and or you feel like it is. It may not be. It's just that you feel like something. It's almost like you're losing, your hold on it. Um, it could be like even just your sanity, and I don't mean that. I'm not laughing in the sanity if it really is true, but I'm laughing in, like you just feel like, ugh, like you can't get it. Like keep this really open in what you're watching burn. Like you are. It's like this. Like you're. What do I do? I'm not sure what to do. And the Empress is, but I got to take care of it. But I don't think I'm supposed to. Like almost like your higher self is telling you no, but the Empress feeling is telling you yes. Very interesting. The Hangman comes in the future, and I think as this progresses, you do go, okay, I need to look at this differently. So you're going to, in the near future, next few days, if this resonates, you'll be taking a whole new look at this. Um, this feels pretty deep as far as a situation goes. I mean, it feels like it's a really important, and I feel like the Hangman, it does come in, and I feel like that's really good, um, because I think it forces that Two of Swords. But we'll talk about that. So I do feel like that's going to overall, um, fix what's going on here or help you to move forward. The Four of Swords. So it's really interesting, and I see these two together. So the Four of Swords in this deck, they talk about, in the book, it talks about like the Vikings would put their deceased on a boat, and then the ceremony was watching the boat go. Well, they put a lot of pride in their boats, like they're very, very important to them. Their ships or their vessels. Um, but here she's watching it burn, and what you don't expect is for it to leave. It's weird. Like I think that what you don't expect is how you feel about losing it if you let it burn, and you're going to realize this is unexpected, or what you don't see. You're going to realize too, like what, like kind of like this feeling like, oh, I really don't want it to go, or I do. Either or. I'll get to that in a second. But I feel like what is unexpected is it's going to make you realize what you want to do with this. Do I put the fire out, so to speak? Do I fight it? And again, we're doing the unexpected is the Five of Swords. So do I do this or not? What to watch for? So we have the Two of Swords and what to watch for, and the Five of Swords in what's unexpected. So the unexpected piece, and I'm going to leave this up to you because free will. A lot of you know how I feel about the Five of Swords being, it's, do I stay and fight or do I not? And I feel like it's unexpected what you decide to do here. And I think that's coming up in the unexpected because universe says you need to make that choice in what to watch for. You need to know what you need to do. Now, there's a couple things with this card when I look at it, and I see the mask on her and the two swords. So she definitely has to put a sword on. But when I see masks, period, I feel like there's that either someone's hiding something or they're putting a fake face on. Now that fake face, to me could be anything. So when I say that, it could be like, okay, I'm meeting the CEO and I need to be not saying the F word, and maybe I need to be on my best behavior. So this is not the real me completely. Not that it's not, but I need to not let them know, who I am completely, because they don't need to. So that's like when you need to put on that mask sometimes. The Two of Swords, here too, which way do you go? It's up to you, and you're going to need to make a decision. I feel like this is paramount on you going, and it's not like taking action, physical action. I feel like it's taking emotional or mental action. Like I need to decide so that I can just plan better, because I feel like this watching this thing burn and not knowing what to do with it, it feels very confusing to me. Like I don't know where to go next. I don't know what to do next. Well, there is something happening, definitely, but it's what you decide to do here. Um, and I think so. The challenge is the Queen of Wands. I just feel like this is the energy, like I think the challenge here is staying motivated, and that's part of the problem, and why you're struggling on moving forward with something when you're not when you have that subtle not sureness. It holds you back from using that passion and that motivation to move forward, the speed, the energy, because you may decide to move forward, but if you're still not really sure, you don't move forward with all the gusto that you have. So that's why I see this as a challenge. Now, what you have behind you is there is joy behind you here. So there is something really to look forward to. And know that you have this within you. I also feel like there is something, these cards are dark and hard, this reading, but I feel like there's also something about joy happening here. And I think that there's something happening in your life that's bringing you happiness and joy, but you feel like it's burning away other things in your life. So whatever this other thing is burning away, you have to decide, do I want to keep all of these things or this thing or whatever? Whatever is happening, and that's going to be different for everybody, is because I was going to pull a card and I'm like, no, because that's not fair. It's going to be different for everybody. But it is about, it's changed your life a little bit. So how do I hold on to the rest of it, and what do I do? That's where the decision lies. How do I move forward? Because I'm feeling kind of chaotic. How much do I take care of this? I've got this happening in my life and it's really good, but now I need to figure out all the rest of the things. So, yeah, there you have it. It leads to the Four of Cups, which scared me a little bit, because here's the way I see this as like you feeling like you are so focused on one thing that you're not leaving things open for fate to take over. I feel like also there's going to be a point here where you just are tired. And I'm gonna daydream a little bit and ignore this situation. And that's okay. I think that it may be okay. It's almost like this hangman allows you to breathe a little bit. And this card to me is he doesn't see that horse, that beautiful horse behind him, but I think you do. I just think that you need that break. I think your brain is working like really hard on how to fix all this. And it's exhausting your energy, and therefore that Queen of Wands is that energy of the Queen of Wands is why it's a challenge, is because you're kind of like tiring yourself out. But again, keep in mind, I feel like it's up here more than physical. And it could be different for everybody, and it could be definitely something physical, but I overall feel like it's like, how do I handle this? What do I do? So the Justice is a reminder. I think as long as you make a decision on what to move forward to, the right thing will happen. I feel like the Justice is a good card to come up here, because I think you need to know, if you're watching this and this resonates, there's a part of you that needs to know that everything's going to be okay, and that you'll figure it out. And yes, you'll figure it out. how you figure it out is going to be up to you, but you do, because all of these cards say that you're working on that now. You will take a break from it, but I think that break is going to be healthy and good and allows you to see how to do it. Because I don't think it's about the fight. I don't think you have to fight it. I think you can work through it and figure it out. Because right now it's a fight. It's an argument within your head or in your being, like I'm frustrated. I can't figure this out. And it feels a little bit sad to me as well. Like there's some sadness that comes and goes with this. I don't think it's like depression or it's weighing you. Absolutely. But it's not completely deterring you. But if you don't take that time, it could. It definitely could. Your advice is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, what does she do? She has a sight. This is where I want to go. And she gets there by using her intelligence, not her feelings, not anything else. So I think this is saying that go into your, it's not, this isn't about, your intuition or anything. It's really about understanding what you need to do next. And when you plan with details. Don't just let it happen. You still need to work. This justice won't be on your side if you don't work through it yourself, right? Because the justice means the right thing will happen. So if you're not working towards something, then the justice could mean you won't get it too. You have to put the work in. So if you're putting the work in, and this Queen of Swords says that, exactly that. And it's not physical work. It's, okay, I need to put a plan together and this is where I want to go. And it's kind of saying too, like if you have a goal in mind, you may need to put a little bit of blinders on. Sometimes we need those blinders because we're letting all of the external stuff that may not matter in and keeping us from moving forward. So with that in mind, it's important to go, okay, with this goal particularly, I need to put all of these other things behind me. So you're trying to, I don't know, maybe there's a project at work that's keeping you more hours, but it's keeping you from doing your housework, right? Because you go, okay, something's got to give here. Well, I want to get through this work before I let this house bother me. Do the essentials, and I'm going to leave the, whatever is not, whatever you can. I'll leave it until I'm done. I'm not going to let it stress me out so that I can't focus when I'm here. Because what happens, so you're letting these external stuff stress you out. You can't do anything about it if you're focused on this project. So focus on the project and worry about the house when you have time to do so. And if you choose to sit on the couch and watch TV, then know that you made a conscious choice to do that. And that's okay, because sometimes we need to do that. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting where, and that's what I feel like this is that you feel like you're watching those other things burn as you're focusing on one thing. Focus on that one thing if it's important, but it doesn't mean you have to completely let go of everything else. It's just, you don't have to do everything else with complete and total vigor either. Let it all meld in, because if you're feeling overwhelmed too, keep in mind that energy, if it's just started, give it a few weeks, because you tend to figure out how to fit everything in, and you will. And then you'll go, okay, this was not so bad. I just needed to get on a schedule or understand it better. So that's what I'm getting here. Kind of a little bit of a long reading, but I think it's a good message. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. If that resonated, please let me know. There was a lot going on in the beginning of the reading. I was getting a lot of messages and I was like, I almost couldn't keep up. So, and that, I don't always get that many that quickly, and so different from what the cards are telling me. Not so different, but just a little different. Anyway, let me know. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for, and thank everybody always for being here. I appreciate you all. Thanks.